Welcome to Kurt's Home Living, Jambalaya Fusion. Welcome back. Today I'm going to rustle up some jambalaya. I got my own homemade Caribbean smoked sausage I just did. The video's out on YouTube. I have some pork bones that I deboned some pork chops and grinded up some meat, so I left the bones. I have those. I have a leftover rotisserie chicken from the Sammy's Club, which I think they have the best rotisserie chicken, Sammy's Club. I have a boneless chicken breast here, some basmati rice, can of diced tomatoes already cleaned off, a couple slices of bacon. I have my homemade Cajun seasoning. I have a green pepper, an onion, some celery, some spring onions, and some garlic. I'm gonna set these veggies to the side for a minute. I'm gonna cut the bottoms of these celeries off. We're gonna throw them in a pot. These pork bones. We're gonna create a stock here. I'm also gonna use some of the, let me set some of this stuff to the side. I'm gonna take this rotisserie chicken and I'm gonna use the carcass to also, by the way, we're gonna add, I say 6 cups of water to this pot. I'm gonna get this broth going. I have a quart of chicken stock that I'll use if necessary, but I think I'm gonna get all the flavors I need out of this right here. I try not to use any store-bought anything if I can help it. Okay, we're gonna get this pot going right now. Okay, let's get this chicken off of this bone. Put it right in the top of here. All the skin and stuff is going in this pot for a stock. All I want to do is get the meat off of here. The rest goes in the pot. I'm using my bacon for flavor and for oil to saute my vegetables. Okay, that's about it. I'm gonna rinse this a little bit. Just get all this good stuff off the bottom. Okay, that's good there. And while we're at it, let's go ahead and get this chicken cut up. So we can go a little rough with that. We're gonna leave that as is and set this to the side. So we're gonna throw a little bit of salt in our water here. Got a half an onion I'm gonna throw in that broth as well. We'll get another cup of water in here. A little bit of pepper in here. A little bit of Creole. Cajun, Creole. They say Cajun is the country folks and the Creole is the city folks. It's all a mixture of the French and Spanish and all different nationalities mixed up, Creole. All right, let's set this to the side. We're going to cut our chicken breast up and add it to that. All right, let's switch this back here. Let that do its thing. All right, let's cut our bacon up. I'm going to add a little oil to this. All right, let's get us two cups of rice. I'm going to put this rice, rinse this rice off pretty good. Rinse some of the cloudiness out of it. Okay, vegetable time. We'll let that sit in that warm water for a minute while we get our stuff chopped up here. We're going right in this pan with our veggies. We're also going to add a couple tablespoons of butter. Let's get a good rinse on these. this can opened up. Okay, that's ready when we need it. Just get some of the starch and milkiness out of the rice. All right, let's cut up our sausage. Okay, we're gonna go with a little bit of Cajun seasoning in our onion mixture, and a little salt and pepper. Flavor in layers. Flavor your broth, flavor your veggies, flavor your rice, flavor as you go. Let's crank that up. We're going to go in with our andouille sausage. Let's get a taste on this broth back here, see where we're at. That's good already, no base net needed. We're going to turn that down and let that simmer a little bit. We still have a little cooking process to go, so we don't want to cook our veggies thoroughly. Just want to soften them up a bit. True Cajunners will beg to differ. I have some of my homemade Sazon seasoning. I'm going to sprinkle a little bit of that in there. And in our broth. Extra flavor. I made this Sazon seasoning in my spices, seasonings, and sauces part 3. We want to throw our can of sauce in here, or tomatoes. Get all these flavors in here together. So we have 2 cups of rice, so we're going to need at least 4 cups of broth. I like to keep that in mind. I'm going to add another extra cup because I don't like mine stiff. I like mine a little moist, my jambalaya a little bit moist. And we're going to add our rice in here. Mix that rice in so we can start giving that some flavor. We're going to let that go for a couple of minutes. I'm going to go with my broth back here. Got a lot of flavor from that rotisserie chicken. Spilling most of it on the counter. That's the toastiness I want to hear. I want it to start sticking on the bottom a little bit, creating flavor. Add our broth. Got a few onions in there, but I'll take it. Oop, forgot about the chicken. That might take us over the top. Oh boy. Okay, let's transfer pots. Add the chicken. See if we can get the rest of the broth out of here. Okay, let's go with a little bit more Creole or Cajun seasoning. That's seasoning the chicken. A little bit of salt. A little bit of smoked paprika. A little bit of oregano. Got some fresh parsley. Give this a quick rinse. I think I'm going to add a little bit of this vegetable stock anyway. I have some of my own homemade Louisiana hot sauce I made out of my cayenne peppers I had in my garden. I just let it sit back in my refrigerator. It stays nice and cold. This is equivalent to that guy's hot sauce that's very popular down in Louisiana. Do 2 tablespoons. I'm also going to add a couple squirts of fish sauce. Four to five squirts. And they're pretty spicy, so I add another level of heat to it. Okay, just like rice, we're going to set the timer for 20 minutes. Come back. I forgot that the basmati rice takes a little less time, so I'm back at that 6-minute mark. I turn the pot off. We're done here. Looking good. Next time I won't use basmati rice for this. I'll use a jasmine rice or something like that. And here it goes. Chicken and sausage jambalaya. Made with homemade Caribbean sausage. I used the leftover rotisserie chicken and a fresh chicken breast. The mirepoix. Homemade seasonings, Cajun, Sazon. Thanks for watching. Enjoy. The Caribbean sausage with the Cajun jambalaya and that hint of Sazon. Delicious. Thanks for watching Kurt's Home Living. Jambalaya Fusion.